Oh, I came. Oh, I'm running down the street. I'm next to the clothing store now.
That quad fits like right up those stairs perfectly, so you can't open the door.
It is indeed, sir.
You could just go out the other side.
Yeah.
I got a story to tell
Have to
you.
get multiple ones.
I've been through fucking hell
I only have
and
160
back, and
in
that
my
is
bank.
not an exaggeration.
I'm getting rid of all my
Oh
money
dear,
for
give
some
me
reason.
2 seconds to mute my radio.
Sound muted.
Right then, Mr. Black, I'm back.
Let me tell you something. Me and Mr. Billy Ram going for a nice little walk, right? Legitimate walk through the city. Some individual robbed the tattoo shop. We happen to be walking by, talking to each other about something, not paying no mind. Now, that man inside that place got spirited away by the powers that be, and that left me and Mr. Billy Ram standing there. You know what I mean? So then the officers come over there, they put us down, they put me down, Mr. Billy Ram gets away. I'm like, that's fine, they put me down. Now, here's the part where it gets a little fucky. Then they started seeing Jesus when I got shot, right? EMS shows up, helps me up. I'm like, great, that's fine. However, I was cuffed, right? Now they took me down there to that hospital. I was still cuffed, right? I get released from the hospital, right?
Yep.
I come walking down this fucking street. I'm still cuffed, right?
Yeah, I tried to save your ass. And then you're like, no,
Let me tell a story now. I don't need any interruptions for the time being. Now, I walk my ass, handcuffed, slow as fuck, down to the PD. And I just sat there and I waited. You know what? I'm gonna let the officers come to me. I wait, they eventually come. They release me. And I'm like, you know what? That was cruel and unusual punishment. It wouldn't be possible to speak to your supervisor. I need to speak with somebody. Now, you know what they did? Pulled out assault rifles. Threatened to beat my ass. Why are you trespassing? I said, sir, how am I trespassing? I am cuffed. I'm still technically under your care. So what do you expect me to do? Came here looking for your protection. Your protect and serve. Right? Now, here's where it gets fucky again. Done do, some motherfucker runs by, shoots at the police station as the deputies and the sheriffs go to walk behind the back. I'm still standing there. I'm getting ready to walk my ass here. Guess who they blame? They blame me. They put my ass down. Luckily, that EMS, I know his name, but he's a nice fella, gave me some Lazarus serum. Brought me back. Now I want to know, what is the legality of that situation? You a lawyer, right?
Oh yes. So, firstly, they're pulling assault rifles out. Were you unarmed at the time, Mr. Black?
I was handcuffed.
You were handcuffed and they're pulling assault rifles, sir.
Yes,
Oh,
sir. Handcuffed in the sheriff's department, trying to talk to a supervisor. They're threatening, and then after that, they pull out batons and threaten to beat my ass. So I stood in front of the
How
police
about we
car.
could pay them a visit?
I stood by the police car and I said, you know what? Beat my ass, but you're gonna do it right here.
No,
You're gonna
don't.
do it in front of this cop car that's recording. And they said, you know what? We might just jail you. And I said, why would you jail me? He said, well, you technically didn't serve no time. I said, yes, but I didn't serve time at the hospital. That should count, right? I was at a prison jail. They said, it doesn't count. So we'll send your ass to jail. If I made any more complaints.
Right, so how long were you in cuffs, Mr. Black?
Well, I mean, if we really, I can't really give you a, let's just say, how do I say this? It was let's say, in my head, what it felt like to me, roughly 20 minutes.
20 minutes, sir. And what was the offence they originally caught you for, sir?
They originally tried to blame me for that robbery. Oh, and then I might have accidentally pulled out a gun because I got a little nervous when they rolled up on me and Billy Ram. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I tried to defend myself. I didn't shoot.
Oh, I witnessed that.
I did not
Right.
shoot. I did not want to shoot. I thought I was about to get killed. I thought some rival gang was coming to kill me. I didn't know they were officers. Nobody announced they were officers. And once I realized who they were, I tried to put my gun down. Too late. Pop, pop.
Do you know the names of the deputies involved, Mr. Black?
Let's see. I know there's a Mr. Sentinel and a Mr. I believe his street name is District.
Right, I believe that deputy's on duty right at this time, so let me go get a more suitable vehicle, because this one, you know, it may not exactly be suitable. I mean, you're not meant to carry unlicensed firearms, and I mean, let me just show you what this does to that church over here.
Oh, don't shoot Fellow's church.
Oh
Aw.
my lord.
Oh,
We might
yes.
actually need that for these officers. They like to shoot first and ask questions later.
Oh, they won't with me
Oh.
around, sir. Oh, where did...
What is Drav doing? Oh, God. Drav.
Whoops.
What the fuck is going on?
Uh-uh.
It's a G-Wagon. I don't have one of those.
Jesus, Drav.
God, who's this?
The monster truck?
Has ISIS entered this area? What the fuck?
It looks like it could be, sir. Right, let me get a vehicle.
Holy fucking moly.
If you'd like to hop in there, Mr. Black, we'll take this round to PD.
Actually, you know what? In my internal clock, I'm thinking more along the lines of 15 minutes, not 20, now that I really think about it.
No problem, sir. I'll blow that up a little bit for you.
Oh, shit.
And assault rifle. What could that be? Is that the officers?
Let's just nip around here.
Wait.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure EMS
Shoot
aren't
me.
allowed to have
Nope.
automatic rifles.
oh,
I
Mr.
took
Detective
it from
Frank,
the
I can't
truck
get
over
myself
here.
up. I don't know what's... Right, shoot me. Sentinel.
Is that,
Zombie, go down! Go down, zombie!
There we go.
is that Deputy District?
Yeah, I'm trying to get everything working. I couldn't get myself
Right,
up.
sir. If you'd like to accompany me into the station, I'd like a private chat with you, Deputy.
Got my lawyer.
Stuff tool.
Alright, I'm out of here now.
We'll not park in the disabled bay.
Now, here's the thing. Please be nice to that Mr. EMS. Mr. EMS, really look out for me. Really
Oh,
hold some favors.
shit.
Oh, it's fine. But yeah, that EMS hold a favor for me.
We make our own parking spots.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what the hell? You want? No, you park in the disabled bay. Wait, let me in your car, then you can park in the disabled bay.
Right then, Deputy. So, if I,
Trooper, sir, trooper. We are troopers.
Trooper, like I
Watch.
The,
mean, not
the
a
sheriff's
problem.
department, they all went on vacation. So we're taking over for the week.
Right, so you can see my legal documentation there, and you can see I am Mr. Black's legal representative here, sir. I've got a formal complaint to make on yourself, and I just wanted your statement before we take this further, sir. So, I understand from Mr. Black that you brandished automatic rifles when he was in handcuffs, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. Mr. Black shouldn't be alive because he was shot twice in the heart and twice in the liver, sir.
But yet he
I was
is.
given an experimental thing from Mr. EMS from the Lazarus pits of the Humane Lab.
Right.
I mean, if
I
the
can't remember
EMS,
everything clearly.
if the EMS has
Very
You guys
helped this
gotta
man
leave.
to his feet, you know, then we still have a case, sir, because, in fact, you know, this is Mr. Black.
Go. Out.
So,
Well, from what I know, this whole incident happened, and it's a
Thank
robbery.
you.
We told him to put his hands up during a robbery.
Out.
He was outside.
What the hell?
He was outside. Monkey, get out of here.
right, just bear with me one moment, Mr. Black. Gentlemen, please, if you're nothing to do with this, please leave.
Well, this
Right.
right here, sir,
Leave
right
now.
here, this guy, this gentleman right here, just is a firefighter. This is our legal advisor
Fire.
for our
Wait, what?
police station.
This looks
I'm
like
Mr.
a fireman
O'Cool's
to
legal
me,
advisor.
and I don't
No,
need
well,
a legal advisor.
he
trust
volunteers as a
Right,
firefighter.
Monkey, get
He
out.
volunteers
You end up in cuffs.
as
Get
a
out of here.
firefighter.
me. Come on, monkey, you
Second.
are
Will you stop following?
you are
I need to get my
trespassing.
coffee first. 1 second.
I mean,
thought Monkey was like the legal counsel.
Nope, you're our legal
What? I
counsel.
was picking up my coffee.
not for Mr. Black. I'm afraid I'm Mr. Black's legal representation in this case, aren't I, Mr.
No,
Black?
he's our legal representative for our
Ah,
state
oh,
trooper department.
Here's
What-
the
what?
thing, though.
Who is
Mr.
Monkey?
He can verify.
No, this guy
some
right
of the
here, the
things
firefighter.
that
sir.
Okay.
He volunteers.
He refreshed my memory a bit. Because Mr. Monkey apparently was a witness to most of the situations. He saw me walking down the road in handcuffs down here.
So you do know
Oh,
that
you go.
I remember.
troopers, deputies, wherever you decide to call yourselves these days, gentlemen, that while this man is in cuffs, he is in your duty of care, sir. But yet you abandoned him after he got out of hospital,
But
leaving
unfortunately,
this
the
man.
reason of that was we had a shootout right outside the hospital and an officer down.
But your duty of care, sir, is to the man in the prison that's now allowed to walk the streets in handcuffs, therefore causing alarm to numerous citizens, Monkey included, who saw this man walking through the streets with handcuffs on. This will not be allowed, sir. I will take this a lot further. I cannot allow this to happen. Mr. Black
Let me
needs
tell
a
you something.
formal apology. And not only does Mr.
I'm not
Black...
apologizing. I am not going to apologize for being shot.
What do you mean, sir?
Legal counsel, can you intervene for us?
Well, as I see it, you have a duty of care to this man. He's been allowed to walk the streets, and not only when he came back to the police station to hand himself in, after walking the streets in cuffs, taking the slow walk all the way back here, you decided at that stage to brandish firearms at an unarmed, disabled man, and you are the guys that disabled him.
That's a negative. We did not brandish any firearm then.
I mean, Mr. Black advised me here that you were both made assault rifles appear from nowhere while you were there, sir.
I'm being called.
Let's take a look at that right there. I think I see a camera pointed exactly where I was standing.
So why
being
would you threaten an unarmed man? And then when he questioned this, apparently you put away your assault rifles, both pulled out batons, ready to take Mr. Black. In fact, they did take you round the back, didn't they, Mr. Black?
Oh no, they forced me out front, threatened to beat my ass as far as I remember.
Right. I mean, do you really think that's an acceptable thing to be doing to a prisoner?
Yep, you can take
Well-
this up with our supervisor. We got a robbery in progress.
So
Uniform 2,
no-
can you show me around to that robbery?
No apology then, no?
Well, I'm on 5 cent traffic. I apologize for something I never did. Have a good day.
Isn't that just wonderful? The thing
Well-
is, I done did had a few people that witnessed the whole thing come to me and help me refresh my memory on that shit. Also,
This
I
will
was
not
never
be the end of
pronounced
this.
dead.
This will never...
All I wa-
I mean, go ahead,
you
Miss
know what I
Black.
came here for?
Go ahead.
When I came down here and I made a complaint, I said, look, all I want is some reparations for my pain and suffering, my fear that I felt. You know these streets are dangerous, and I was disabled walking these streets. Who knows what monstrous, shit could have happened to me.
I mean, there's plenty of people on these streets that carry fully automatic weapons out there, sir. And, you know, to see a man in cuffs like yourself, they could have took that upon themselves to gun you down helplessly in the street.
You know what I was gonna ask for? Maybe $1,000 just to make me feel a little better. I didn't even want an apology. Cause it don't matter to me, you know what I mean? Apologies ain't shit. If I can't spend it, it don't matter.
I've just tweeted the man.
Oh yeah, I'll be here. I ain't got nothing else to do. Shit. So
Let's just take a seat and wait for these gentlemen, because it will not. I'm not letting this lie, I'm afraid.
Oh no. You know the thing is though, I'm afraid for that Mr. EMS who pulled that controversial, treatment that he gave me. I'm really hoping that this shit don't fall back on him.
Not at all, sir, not at all. Which EMS was that?
It was Lieutenant Dan Murphy.
Definitely not. That
Yeah,
was
I
the
ain't trying
same...
to get nobody in...
Was that the same man that was just in the fire outfit?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh,
Thing is, he advised me on something that maybe my memories can come back, maybe they can't, but they will be slightly foggy. That's why, you know what I mean? I'm very vague. I could have said a lot more things, but I don't remember.
Oh, we'll get this sorted, Mr.
Sit
Black.
down on these seats no more.
No, I don't think you can.
I mean, here's the thing though. Ain't there cameras here?
Yep, there's cameras.
Too. Then we were standing out in front of the fucking vehicle when they threatened me with raping me with a goddamn fucking baton. I remember that distinctly.
I'm a bit,
I
disturbed.
don't know why they want me as legal counsel. I have no legal
Is that
experience.
is that Lieutenant Dan
I don't think
Murphy?
they were taking this
That's me.
Right. Lieutenant, did you not, use some kind of special formula to help this man to his feet?
Yeah, it was like experimental resuscitation.
Right then, sir. So
Some dude in
doing that now.
I'm sorry to say this then, Lieutenant Murphy, but unfortunately, because you are a biased party in the in this complication that we're in at the moment, they cannot use you as a lawyer, sir.
Oh, thank God. I mean, yeah, that's right.
I do appreciate your help, though. I really do. I was hoping
They have to
this
get
would
an
come back to you.
unbiased person involved instead of someone who
Affirmative,
was
sir.
sitting across the street watching people run across the street. Then I hear the
How'd you walk?
gunshots.
I shall advise
I
them
was
of
going
this.
right
and-
around the
Run for my
corner.
life.
I mean, I believe their
I was
only
going right around the
option.
corner when I saw this.
It's disgusting, man. I think that leaves their legal representation then as Mr. Monkey, and we've danced a
I was
few
gonna say
times.
the same thing.
Me and Mr. Monkey
I
have
think
danced a
Mr. Monkey
few times.
might be a better one. The superior simian mind, he'll be able to help out.
Well, I wouldn't
You get
say
an equal
superior.
chance.
He's a nice man, but I wouldn't say superior in the slightest, sir.
Well, compared to a monkey.
Well, compared to a monkey, he's like a fraction. Compared to
Howdy.
a human, there's a big disparity. You do know those deputies have just driven off again, don't you?
They probably have. There was like somebody over here, and there was an accident over here. Nobody called. I don't see anything on the dispatch. Shit.
Lieutenant Murphy, can you do you have access to dispatch at the moment?
Yes, I am in it right now.
Right. So could you honestly tell me, Mr. Murphy, this is again a legal investigation, sir. Was there actually a store robbery when these two deputies left?
You mean like right now? Actually, I was driving by, saw a store robbery. I had to call dead on arrival.
No problem,
Two
sir.
individuals.
No problem.
Hey, wake
That
up.
was one of them.
Please uncuff me, I wanna kill myself.
Oh dear. Right, sir. So right now I'm being charged with VC280.2, PC211, PC108.
I know, I can't
and
be-
PC148.
In a recovery.
I understand little of that.
It looks like this man.
So that's gonna be
Let me just
attempted
watch this.
robbery, possession of stolen vehicle, felony invading, and obstruction.
Sound resumed.
Are you coming back in, Tommy?
Yes, I am.
I'm gonna nip
I
down.
like.
I'm gonna nip down to my channel. It's a little bit quieter while I deal with this.
All right.
Are you coming down?
Yeah, I'll go.
Channel switched. User joined your channel.
Oh man. The worst part was I crashed as I said. You know what the worst part is? And then I crashed. God damn.
Right, Mr. K, you got anything on you I should know about?
Yeah,
Who trained
they,
these
they
shit?
forced me to do it. They forced me. Can I kill
No,
I
I'm just
wanna kill
playing.
myself.
By the
You
way,
can't
I
do that.
do not want any action or whatever
Try
to go
biting
outside
your
of the
tongue,
RP.
that might work.
I want I'm not like mad out of character. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah, no worries. I
What
know
are you
this.
gentlemen still doing here?
Okay, because
Oh.
some
can I
people,
kill myself?
some
Spe-
people,
I wanna kill myself.
I'm
assume
sorry.
that I'm mad at them as a
Shoot
You're not
me.
killing yourself, you're
You
in
know
cuffs.
what I mean?
Trevor,
But
shoot
I don't
me.
care, like,
Shoot
No.
me, Trevor.
you know, I wanted to do the
No.
RP for this.
Sir,
You know what I mean?
can you
Because
put
this is
that gun
actually an
down?
interesting kind of story.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
we're
old
doing
man,
it
shoot
right,
me,
mate. We're
shoot
doing
me.
the
You with the
RP.
gun.
Yeah, we
Shoot
must.
me.
Right, sir.
He does
I can
RP
see
as
why
a
you're very
monkey.
suicidal. You'll get a,
Leave the
Can
police
you?
station with that
Yes,
gun.
I'm
you'll get a mental
suicidal.
eval. You'll get a mental
I'm so-
evaluation. You're allergic to any medications.
No.
Alrighty, anything else you'd like to tell me before I sentence you for VC
They
280.2,
forced me to
VC
do it.
10851?
They forced me
Alright,
to
so
do it.
like I said, your sentence will be reduced to 40 months.
40.
Yep, that's gonna
They'll
be PC
force
211
me to
that's
do
an
it.
accomplice.
Mental rehabilitation.
PC 211 that's an accomplice. PC 148, VC 280.2, and VC 10851.
Night, night, sir. Keep your butthole tight.
I'm 2 out of 10.
Well, get back in jail.
No worries, man.
All right. For the time being, I'm gonna stalk you in
Good luck in
Twitch
jail.
if you're
No
streaming.
worries, man. Yeah, I'm streaming. I always am whenever I'm on, generally.
Trevor, can I help you?
Sir, I need you
Man.
to leave the police station with this gun immediately.
People keep telling me to stream, but
That depends.
I ain't got the equipment
You got any
for
weed
it.
on you?
You got any weed on
You
you?
talking to me?
No, I'm asking him if he's got any weed on him. He had it the other day for me. He's trying to sell me weed and shit, man. That's fucked up.
And I always
I don't know
crash
about
during
that.
the interesting parts.
I'm just fucking with you, man.
Unfortunately, my client has temporarily left the city. I do apologise. I've also had to disbar your lawyer.
Well, sir, I can,
just barred our lawyer?
I can very strongly disagree that we did not get any carbine rifles from nowhere, and at no point did we attempt to intimidate him. The
You
sole
know.
reason why he was left by himself was because we have an officer down.
I'm afraid the burden of proof in this case is in your court, sir. You know, I've got a client that freely and openly testified to this, and it has been known for the Blaine County Sheriff's Department, and I'm guessing
Let me tell you something, sir. Your client was released after he had to run down here, right?
walk,
Then he
sir,
started
walk,
vandalizing my
walk.
vehicle
No,
with a weapon.
not run, sir, not run. Walk. Very, very slowly, sir. That's what he had to do. All the way from the hospital down to these very doors where they should have been an accompanying deputy waiting for him
You
at
do
the
understand
hospital,
if
sir.
there was only two. You do understand if there's only 2 deputies in the city right now.
I understand, sir. I completely understand. However, your priority, sir, should always be to the man that you have cuffed and detained at that time, not something else going on somewhere
our priority
else, sir.
to the officer down. Our priority to the officer down who's been shot by the hospital.
But that is for an EMS to deal with, sir, not another officer. I'm afraid you had a duty of care.
Negative. If someone
the
starts
man.
shooting at me with an officer down, that's to secure the scene.
So why did that officer not end up back at the hospital where you could then await Mr. Black's saying? You forgot
Because the
about
officer,
that prisoner.
because the officer had
You
the station at the
forgot.
time.
You
There you are,
forgot about that gentleman. You forgot about him.
Supervisor.
We did not
can you,
forget about him. I
tell
saw
us
him.
what
I saw him
their,
running down the hospital during the whole
Walking.
situation.
Walking, sir. Walking very, very slowly. Hello there, sir.
I mean, walking only takes 10 minutes. Going to jail for 6 months is something much, much higher.
I'm going to jail for 6 months, sir. The man had time served. And over the time was served.
What, a 10-minute walk? I don't think so.
Sir, you know that when you're in jail, those months, they feel like minutes.
Well, best still months.
That may be the case, sir, but that time, like I say, it's in that weird paradox kind of thing. You know how that works? It's a very, very strange thing. All I'm aware of is my client
Even
now.
when your client was released, until he decided to shoot a police vehicle, which ended
You
up
do
in
know,
him getting
though,
shot.
Since the very day that happened, sir, my client hasn't slept. He wakes up now in the automatic cuffed position for the amount of time that you left him wandering the streets cuffed, sir. He now wakes up sweating and screaming, thinking about what those officers brandished at him, and he's really, really, really disturbed, sir. You know, it's got to go further, I'm afraid. So is this your commanding officer here?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't available at the time, but he is a sergeant indeed.
I understand
This
that.
guy's
So,
definitely gonna be my lawyer from now on.
Sergeant, I'm really aggrieved, and my, as you may have overheard there, my client is extra, how should I put it, terrified now. Every time he sees a deputy, he has to cower behind a bush because of what this deputy here put him through and forced him through. I heard firsthand, and with a witness testimony from some fucked up monkey thing that came along, that this man here offered to insert a baton into my client's anus. I mean, what is your stance on this, sir? And please, please do not say you would crouch. Affirmative, this is my client right here. Mr. Black is my client.
This gentleman right here.
That's affirmative, yes. So, during time served that this man was left with no duty of care by your deputies to roam the streets cuffed, having just come out of hospital after one of your deputies gunned him down when he didn't even know the full situation. There was another man who was actually robbing the store sergeant, sorry. Unfortunately, this man, as well happens a lot, disappeared into his own mind and walked out of the doors, not knowing what was going on, leaving these two gentlemen, this gentleman here, along with another gentleman that was there at the time, to take full recompense for something that they were actually innocent parties in. When your deputies turned up and started pulling assault rifles out, there, Sergeant, this man became terrified. He was then caught, cuffed, and left with no duty of care by your deputies. I mean, what's your stance on this, Sergeant? Are you happy with this
Right,
situation?
Sergeant. I'll come speak to you, Sergeant, if you want to come and follow me.
I gotta get my deputy side first. I'm not taking your word for it.
Affirmative. I am Mr. Black's private attorney here, Trevor. I believe your name's Trevor. But
yeah, I'm gonna need you to be mine too after hearing all of this.
I mean, that would be an organisation here with Mr. Black, I'm afraid.
No, I'm sure I could make it worth its while if I had to.
First of all, you'd have to take off that damn makeup.
I ain't got no makeup on. I'm pasty as fuck. Look at me.
Boy, you look like a daywalker.
Call me a fucking daywalker, god damn it.
Now, I love the fact that I assumed officers have body cams. I assumed that these cameras would work in order. I assumed that vehicle out front would have a working camera. It's funny how no one seems to have evidence to prove their innocence.
I'm expecting it's fully been deleted.
I mean, god damn, how hard is it to say sorry? Here's $1,000. Hope you feel better. That's all I wanted.
There'll be a $10,000 here, sir.
Uh-huh. Fucking, I'm thinking 100,000 now. Stressing me out, making me feel like some kind of criminal.
I mean, we'll see what they offer, and then we'll make a counter offer.
Uh-huh. Well, I trust
I mean,
you.
they put jam a baton in his ass. I'm pretty sure he deserves something for that.
Oh, yes.
Not a.
Right,
not a baton. 2 batons.
2 batons. Right, sir. So,
Jesus fuck.
If you can, I've just explained to these gentlemen, since that event, that you wake up now terrified, screaming, and you wake up in a handcuffed position.
Hell yeah, I do. I wet the bed every night now.
I never told them that, sir. I thought that would be too private, but I will advise them of that as well. If you are okay, Mr. Black.
You need to let them know everything they did to me. I wake up at night. I kick my dog. I didn't even know I had a dog, but I kick it.
So they, through their cruel and unusual punishment, sir, what you're telling me now is they've turned you into an animal abuser, and it's their fault.
Yes, it is. Because I'm scared. I'm trying to defend myself.
I'm guessing, sir, it's because you associate that dog with the police.
You know what? I think that's right. I think that's right.
Right, then. I'll wait for them to come back in and see what they say. Obviously, the deputy, is going to lie through his back teeth.
Oh, they better not be trying to ignore this situation. They'll be hell to pay. I can guarantee that.
Oh shit! They went his glasses. Oh fuck.
Ooh, lucky we are where we are.
I don't know what to say. I fucked up. I was trying to go deal with something. Yeah. I'm just gonna walk away now.
You just made this whole situation uncomfortable, boy.
I know. It's really awkward now. I'm gonna go now.
That was ridiculous.
They already fucking got rid of him. What's up, bud?
I mean, they got me pacing. You know what I mean? I'm afraid at night. I lock myself in my bathroom, hide in my bathtub.
Would you do me a favour, Mr. Black? Please, just drop to the floor.
Drop to the floor.
Alright. So, here's what I'm being told. Uh,
Not these men
so
again.
regarding the whole,
Can you step away from my
neglect.
client, please? You can see how nervous he's getting around this deputy.
well, regarding the whole neglect and all that, my officer telling me about
Please don't let them
Get
come
the
near
situation
me.
fuck
of
ass
the
outta here.
shooting.
No. No, what
They
you know
weren't
about these
neglecting him at
officers?
the hospital. They just simply, one of
Okay,
the
stay there, I'll take a
officers
picture of you
actually
and stuff
himself
then.
was shot in the vest
You just tell me to
due to the
stab them?
situation. Knowing that, there's
Are you telling me
no
to
reason
stab
to
them?
believe that he should
No,
be
I said stay
coming
there,
and
I'll take a
watching
picture
over
of you
suspect
then.
if
Just
he's been
2
injured
seconds, 2 seconds,
on
Sergeant
duty.
Grey.
That's
Just
your
be 1
criminal
second.
instincts wanted to stop them.
You, sir, please leave.
Yes. I'm taking a picture of the officers.
I mean, that's not a problem, sir, but then when I'm done here, you know, I can easily, you know, Mr. Black may allow me to represent the officers while they sue against you, sir, for trespassing. And I'm willing to take
I'm
that
not
case.
trespassing. I'm not trespassing.
Oh,
I'm
you
not
are,
inside
sir.
of it.
You are, sir. Whilever
I'm not
you're on
inside. I'm not
any of
inside.
these premises, you are trespassing.
No, I'm inside.
No, sir. The whole car
Right, I'm
park...
gonna.
He's got a baton.
My bad.
See, look, did you
Must
see
be.
the man with the baton then? Straight away, that man resorts to
Must
violence.
be.
Will you
I got
get
talked
out
to
of
you
our
for a
police
second.
station? You
See-
get out of our police station.
Why are you making me? Hey, help me!
Well-
Help me! He's violent with me.
Abuse.
This is our police
Never
station. You are
committed any
trespass. Get
violent
out.
act.
Me, sir.
Need him
Sir,
leave.
help
Get
me.
it
It's not
straight.
police
Help me!
station.
This officer is violent.
This is our law enforcement
I mean,
facility.
look at what he's doing
Alright.
to my client. He's completely harassing my client.
Fucking
Our law enforcement
crap.
facility. We have the right to
Drinking coffee.
trespass. Bottom line.
Right, sir, so nothing's going to happen about this, is that what you're saying, sir? Because, as I see it, my
You don't-
client is now massively aggrieved due to the actions of your deputy here. You know, he's absolutely...
I'm
See?
You are
sure-
completely out of line, lawyer. You are
In
completely
that
out
case,
of line.
I'm
and
sure
gonna-
there's someone who can offer him therapy.
Yeah,
Sir, I'm
it's
sure
not-
that therapy...
It's not,
I'm sure that therapy can dealt with in maybe some sort of compensation, and an apology from your deputy would make this all go away. I would hate to put a request in for the 2 CCTV footages here and take this to a tribunal, sir. You know, I will quite easily
tribunal.
I will quite easily... See, this is what I mean about your deputies. Look at them. Look at them.
They're deputies. They play with each other.
Yeah, but, you know,
They're just messing around.
I need to pull that then.
I'm
I
a
need
trooper, sir.
I need to speak about the footage from these cameras, whether it exists. If, funnily enough, it doesn't
Alright, you
exist...
need to leave our station. You need to leave our station. You're out of line.
I'm
Yeah.
absolutely not out of line. I've explained
You
and
are
I've
out
shown
of
my
line.
bar
Out
certificate,
you
sir.
go. Out you go.
I've shown my bar certification and my
Alright.
legal papers, sir. I'm quite within my rights to make a formal complaint.
Out you go. This is not a corrupt agency. We are certified and followed by all state
Alright.
regulations.
Is that
So get
why-
on with this whole-
Hold on, deputy.
Is that why you're
Hold on.
forcibly removing me from premises of which I could walk of my
Sir.
own free will, sir?
Alright, so
Obviously,
we're
you're
not gonna
hindering our
turn
ability
this-
to protect the public with your
Oh.
silly complaint.
Is this protecting the
We're
public?
not-
The same
Silly.
public, sir, that you leave cuffed to walk around the streets on their own, where you know
Yeah,
full
we
well
already
people are walking.
discussed that
I mean, like I
the
say,
deputies could do nothing about that.
again, sir, they could. This man was in their duty of care, and he got left.
Sir,
You
there
know-
was only two.
They got-
There was only two deputies on at the time.
they
We
were
could not do
injured
anything
on
about it.
duty.
I mean,
Violence
like I say,
for
this
safety
can
takes
all go
priority.
away. This can all go away really easily.
There you go, Papi Chulo.
But
Out you
just-
go. Out you go.
What
There
do
you
you,
go.
what do you mean
Sandwich.
by that?
This can all
What do
go
you
away
mean by
very
this,
easily, sir. I mean, you know, I believe fully that my client's entitled to some sort of compensation. I'm fully aware that that man is owed an
You
apology from this deputy.
right.
You want
Right.
us to
I
compensate
apologize,
the
sir.
guy
Right.
because
You're on your way. Get out of here.
his feelings got hurt.
It's not
You
about
don't
the
know
feelings,
he's
sir.
doing nothing wrong.
Oh no, he was advised
Well,
that he would have a baton inserted. In fact, not just one. I've now been made aware it was 2 batons inserted into his anus. I mean, can you imagine the horror and the
Sir,
pain
you
of feeling
you
2 batons in your
you
anus?
even admitted even admitted that his memory could have been a bit out of hand after that surgery at the labs.
I'm sure
Yeah,
as all
you-
hell. I mean, I've got a witness as well, so I mean, would you like me to form a jury?
Do you have any proof of these claims?
I mean, that the burden of proof is on you gentlemen to prove that it didn't happen, as you are the ones with the footage. I'm here to
We
press
don't have
charges.
footage of what happens at the hospital.
It's not about what we can
as
prove,
far as
sir.
I'm aware,
It's about what a jury
as far as
will
I'm aware, there was
believe.
no cameras outside the hospital.
It's about what a
If you
jury
wanna
will
take
believe,
a-
sir.
If you want to take a class action lawsuit against us, I mean, you're gonna have to prove that whatever you're claiming actually happened.
I mean,
You don't
I
have
can.
to claim that we're
Absolutely do.
innocent.
I can
You gotta
form a
prove we're
jury in
guilty.
seconds, sir. I can go and form a jury in seconds.
Well,
So
you can go
there
ahead
is
and do
no
that
there's no
then.
cameras outside the hospital, so you can go check yourself.
I'm on
So
about the
there's no
cameras
evidence
that
you
were
could
in
possibly
here,
have
sir.
against us.
I'm on about the cameras that are in here, that my client was stood over there when you advised him, along with Mr. Monkey being somewhere in the vicinity, advised the man that you both would insert batons into his anus.
Alright, you're just making up allegations. It's time to go.
Absolutely not, sir.
Bye-bye.
These are the
Bye-bye.
allegations that
Bye-bye.
have been set to me.
Bye-bye. We
Sir,
got a robbery
I'm
to
gonna
deal
make
with.
it very
Have a nice
clear
time.
that these cameras don't show any audio, so I'm just gonna let you
Alright,
out of here.
You guys go handle that robbery. I'm gonna finish up with him.
Yeah.
Go to that robbery.
So you're saying there's no legal recompense for what your deputies did to my client over here?
Unless proven that that's what happened, they're claiming it's
Again.
not. You're claiming your client has foggy memory. He
User
did go
left
to
your
a
channel.
controversial lab to get himself fixed up. The monkey that you're claiming is a witness.
No,
You
no, no,
yourself
no,
even
no,
said
no.
He's a bit off.
We had to
Sir,
use...
sir-
this is the reason that your legal representative has been made to leave, sir. Because in actual fact, it was that man who was your legal representation, which was Lieutenant Dan Murphy, used some sort of Lazarus concoction and revived the man from death somehow. It was Dan Murphy then and numerous other people that witnessed statement and refilled this man in on his memories of what he'd missed. And like I say, over here was a different scenario altogether. This is when the man was, my client was advised of where the batons would be put. And again, like I say, I'm expecting this camera footage to be deleted and not actually show anything, so I'm expecting the timestamps not to be relevant and nothing to meet up. So,
Right, well,
again, the burden
I
of
mean,
proof
any
is in
altered
your court,
videos
sir.
is showed.
Because you
Well,
have
I
the
have to prove
footage
that
and
I'm
your
innocent.
officers should be wearing body cams, sir.
You know what I think is interesting?
Oh,
If I can
the
just
one
say
that-
one thing. Why
What's
is
that?
it so complicated for y'all to just admit that you were wrong?
Well, I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm not gonna say my officers
Well,
are
not
guilty
not
of
you
something.
specifically.
Oh,
Not
go
you
ahead.
specifically. But you understand where I'm coming from. I felt abused, betrayed, you know? I was left defenseless. All I'm asking for is an apology and a little compensation for my pain and suffering, and then I'll go. This whole thing got
Well,
dragged out a lot more complicated than it needed to be.
You can take that to court. I'm not just gonna start handing you over money and doing that. That's just not how this works.
I mean,
Because
it does if you
you're
wanted
saying
to
that you
settle
were
out of court, sir.
neglected.
It does if you wanted to settle out of court, and the settlement would be relatively small. I mean, we're talking, what, a paltry $10,000 is all.
Well, here's the thing. You guys have yet to show any evidence to back up anything you're saying,
We
so...
do not have to show evidence.
Mr. Black,
Right?
Mr.
No,
Black,
you
Mr.
do
Black.
if you want it to go through.
can
I'll
we
let you handle this.
can we go to your place and get your mattress, which shows that since this incident, sir, you've not been able to sleep a full night and wake up in night sweats and often wet the bed.
Oh. Yeah, we can go get that mattress. I mean, it's a little dank. It's a little mushy, but we can get it.
I mean, this is what my
Well,
client's resulted to now, you know? Would that not be evidence enough that this client, this man, has been turned, unfortunately, into a wreck after what your officers, after what your deputies, sorry, have done to him?
You're telling me, hey, we're gonna assume that what you're saying is true. So
The-
you're saying that he is terrified of his life to the fact he can't sleep and he wets the bed simply because officers said that they're gonna put a baton up his
I mean,
up his butt.
not just one, sir. That was
Pretty
two
much.
batons, sir. And it wasn't just that. It's like I say, it was the magically appearing assault rifles. It was the batons put into the butt. They threatened to take him round the back and give him a beating. Now, I have got video evidence of people doing that, you know. So it's
Well,
not
if you wanna
it's not beyond the stretches of
wanna take
imagination that has been threatened to my client over here.
if you wanna take that to court, that's fine. I mean, if there's evidence and everything, you can go get court orders
I'm
and
not on the
release this
Humvee.
the CC footage
You
from this
are.
area
I'm not
from
on
our
the
station,
Humvee.
and we can get it all sorted out then and there.
No problem. What I'll do, I'll work on getting a jury together, and we'll get in touch with your department when this has all been achieved. I do expect to see Deputy District on the bench there for his testimony, and if he cannot, for some reason, come to that case, you know, then there's got to be something to hide, hasn't there, Sergeant?
Well, I'm not gonna comment on that. So if you want to do all this, that's fine. You're gonna need to get in contact with one of my supervisors, which would be one of the lieutenants, because they're the ones that run things. I'm just a supervisor. So you get in contact with one of them, and I'd imagine they can hook you up with some stuff and get everything sorted out.
I mean, if I summons Deputy District to court, though, he has to attend. If he doesn't attend, is that not then a criminal matter which one of his superiors, maybe his sergeant, would be involved with? If it's a legal court summons, that would be the case, wouldn't it, though, Sergeant? Surely.
It would be no more than if his testimony was detrimental and he has a court order to be there, then, I mean, he could maybe get a contempt of court charge off the judge, but that's about it.
I thought I completely misread that situation then, because where I trained at Oxford University in England, I was made fully aware that if the person that's meant to be giving a testimony doesn't turn up to that court that day, you know, I believe, especially in such a crucial case where he is the offending party here, then a legal court summons could be made upon that man and a warrant put out for his arrest. Now, surely that wouldn't look good on Deputy District's file, so hopefully we will see him there on the day that this all convenes. Come on, Mr. Black, we'll sort this out.
As long as he's properly notified.
Oh, he will be properly notified, sir. He will be properly notified.
Alright.
Thank you very much, Sergeant Gray, for your time, sir. Obviously, this does not reflect upon yourself, just the deputies that we're dealing with at this time. And I would like to thank Blaine County Sheriff's Department for their ongoing hard work, sir.
We appreciate it.
Morning, sir.
Hey, Sam.
I would like to report in a robbery that included myself.
Yeah, let's get away from that man. He's very loud.
Shit. I've only got a two-door car, but...
Help me get this
That's
man to
alright.
safety, people.
I'm
He's
in
in
town
the
on a
line
backup
of
Benny,
traffic.
if you don't...
I
Yeah,
understand.
we are going to convene at the church for now, Bert. You are more than welcome
What?
to join us. We are going to be at the church, Bert. You are more than welcome to join us.
Get out of here, lawyer.
Get me away from that man. Holy moly.
I mean, somebody looks to have carved down the traffic light again, so when is green?
when a traffic light is disabled, I believe it is now a stop sign.
Where's the church? Oh, I know where it is.
Right on the other side of the garage. This has been a doozy of a day. Oh man. Oh man. Just glad to be out of that area. Too many bad memories.
I'm sure of it, Mr. Black. We
I
will.
can honestly say. Oh, go ahead.
I mean, there's two ways that we can deal with this, Mr. Black. There's the correct and lawful way of assembling a jury, getting a court judge, putting everybody in the stands, getting the witnesses in, getting the testimonies. Or we could do things your way, Mr. Black.
Ooh, you know what? I think I can win this case. Fuck it, I'm doing it the legal way. Cause you know what? Now, I thought about it, I really did. I considered that the whole time we were in that fucking place. However, I feel that if we hit them legally, we hit them truthfully, it's gonna have a greater impact than if we put them under duress. Cause duress and pain goes away. This shit, if we do this right, this is forever.
Right then. So we're going to need a bus. We're going to need a bus to be able to get a lot of people. You there, sir. You there. You.
Yeah.
Can you come here a moment?
Yeah.
I don't want to shout this. Oh my lord. Right then, sir. So, we may need your help. Will you be around town for the next hour or so, sir?
Yeah.
Right, and you've never met this man, have you?
No.
No. What do you think about this fine, upstanding citizen here, sir?
I don't know. Looks nice.
He looks like a nice man. And what do you think of the sheriff's department, sir? Do you think they're a little bit wild?
Yes. I don't like those people.
Perfect, sir. You're our first juror.
Oh. What is that?
Right, so we are going to formally press charges upon the sheriff's department for what they've done to my client here. I don't want to explain too much because it will taint the case, sir, but we are looking to press charges, and we need, I believe it's 6 jury members for this town. If you'd like to sit on the jury there and give the verdict after I give my testimony over my client, and the deputies over there give their side of the story, if that could be okay with you, sir.
Yeah.
Yep, brilliant. Let me go put my car in the garage, and I'll bring round a bus if that's okay, sir. We'll park you on there.
Okay.
Righty-ho, we're gonna do this shit right.
Fucking windows. It'd help.
On the wrong side.
I told you, I studied in England, and I keep fucking forgetting this stuff.
Yeah, I'll say.
Oh man. Bert, how much did you witness?
It's just irrigation parts.
Oh,
Cheers, Castle. No. Never mind. Britbugged and muted itself. Is he speaking English? You are the best lawyer. Cyril is destroying him. Cheers, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Seamus, quick question.
Yes, sir.
Would it be possible to have Mr. Burt here? He brought up a good idea. Would it be good to have him as a character witness?
Of course.
If necessary.
Of course. Absolutely. I mean,
Alright.
Bert, again, is another fine, upstanding member of our dear town here.
You know what? I'm gonna call Mr. Billy Ram, see if I can get him down here to verify that I'm an upstanding citizen.
Well, we could do with Mr.
User joined your channel.
Cyril, you there?
Yeah, what's up, bud? I'm busy.
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
We could do with
User left your channel.
Mr. Ram as a juror.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's get Mr. Ram as a juror.
Right, sir.
Mr. Leahy. Hey, Blue Man. God damn it. Text Mr. Ram, see if I can't get him down here.
Do we want to wait here, sir, or shall we go down to the bank or the garage?
Go to the... Yeah, let's go to the dealership. Probably a bunch of people hanging out on there.
At the where, sorry, sir?
The dealership.
The dealership. Let's
I'm
head
not
on down there.
speaking too fast for you.
Bakers, is that what you mean?
Mm-hmm. That is exactly what I mean. Should we get that Mr. EMS that helped me out and saved my life to verify the serum and everything like that he gave me? Would that not be necessary?
I don't think that's necessary. They can verify that quite easily.
Sounds good to me. Just make sure.
I would be available. As what, man? Jury, or would you be on cop side, dude?
You know what? May not be able to get... Oh,
What is
man,
them, bro?
Mr.
Come on, monkey. Jump on, quickly.
This better not be a robbery.
No, dude, you're a witness.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Robbery, what?
Yeah. Go on, Flakes.
Where'd it
Okay, let's go.
Dude, put your
ignore the
fucking...
thing I had in my hands.
Get back off the bus and put
Give
that
it back.
shotgun down.
Okay.
Put it back in the...
Forgot I had it.
How many have we got aboard now? Bert's vanished.
I don't know.
Yeah, Eva.
Oh, I believe Bert magically got extracted from the city.
Ah.
Let's see, let's do a head count. Oh, I can't see behind me. Okay, there we go.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
Well, I don't count.
No. Well, you do, sir, but, you know,
Well, I mean for the jury.
that's it.
Oh wait, what? What's happening?
Well, Monkey's a
Ball
witness.
case.
Monkey's a witness,
Oh,
so he can't be a juror.
Yeah.
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 This man with the weird
Oh, I'm a juror
name
now.
like a breakfast cereal, he, however, can.
Yes, cornflakes.
That's the one.
Wait, I'm not going to be in front of cops, am I? Because I don't know what types of warrants I have on me at the minute. Or I might not have any, I'm not sure.
Well, why do you assume you automatically have warrants, sir?
Don't worry about it.
Should
I
we
don't
send
think
out
I've got a
tweet?
warrant.
Yeah, yeah, jurors needed.
Put an ad out. I'm sure we'll get people who want to be a juror. And the case versus
Fuck.
How do I
what the
spell
case
jurors?
That would be Juliet Uniform Romeo Oscar Romeo. I was trying to get it phonetically correct.
I mean, anyone would probably want to testify against this Riddick.
You can put down it is a court case against the Blaine County Sheriff's Department.
Oh, so it's not testifying against
what
Officer
time does it start at?
in
Well, yeah, it is more against.
Specifically?
It is more against the Deputy District, I believe his name is.
Yes. Guilty. I call it guilty as a... Who's this guy in front of me with the big bag?
That's
You know
me.
what, Mr. Seamus, I think it might be more professional if it came from you. I ain't that elegant.
I shall sort this out.
Right, let's see if we can't get recruiting.
So we're gonna put an ad out? Oh, he already did it. Jurors. Did you spell that right?
I did.
Did you? Okay. What was the word you couldn't spell the other day? Or your brother couldn't spell? I don't know.
Oh, my brother has a lot of issues. One of them being he is on the Blaine County Sheriff's Department's payroll, I assume.
Oh. Well. Getting called out.
Is this case in a few hours or something?
It'll be quite
When
soon.
is this case?
I have to leave the city in about like for half an hour. I'd say half an hour.
Well, as I
Taxi's
see it,
gonna
we
have to take me
have
somewhere else.
we have 2 jurors, a witness, and my client. We'd probably
And you.
need another 4. Yeah, I'm the lawyer though.
Yeah, I know, but... Or another thought, I don't know if we're gonna get... We might be able to get Drev as a juror, I'm not sure.
Get everybody we can. We just need bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm sending out messages.
Oh, what the hell?
Sir, do you have any
Hey, sir, we're
free
gonna need
time?
your seven-
Can I get in?
Do you have any
That's
free
Freddy,
time?
he always has free time. Yeah, Freddy, get in. Freddy, get in.
Okay.
To testify against Officer Riddick.
Well, you'll be a member of the jury.
Yeah, juror. You're...
Right. Alright. I do love it when a plan comes together.
We shouldn't be too much longer. Hello there, sir. Who's in the Humvee over there?
That's Trev,
It
I'm
is
pretty sure.
I.
Trev, is that you? That's
Yeah.
Trev.
Trev,
Trev, hop in, we testify against Officer Disrespect.
how would you fancy...
You're not testifying.
You're not testifying, you're a jury. We're building a jury. How do you
Oh, yeah,
fancy
yeah.
being on a
Oh, yeah,
jury,
I
sir?
keep saying that.
I don't know. I kind of got this car, and I really don't want to lose it. It's a very intricate process of obtaining such material.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Now, you see, yeah, it kind of involved me.
What
in my
involved?
craftsmanship.
It kind of
He get in that vehicle.
like half that.
Yeah, it kind of involved someone's brain getting spilled out.
Boy.
What on
What is
earth?
going on? Doing?
Israel, I need you, man. Israel. Good plan.
Yes.
Olga,
Hello, what?
Olga, get in.
Olga, come on, I need you. Olga.
Olga, get in.
We got
Whatever,
4
thank you.
jurors so far.
Wait, I'm gonna go fetch them.
Oh, he's even gonna.
What?
Come, get in the bus. Let's see what happens.
I don't want to go in the shit bus.
Get in, Nikolai.
Is that Nikolai? You're
where?
gonna really
I'm
enjoy this, by the way. We're putting a court case together against Deputy Distritic, and we need some members of the
Yeah.
jury.
Oh, I really. Oh, wait. If it's this what's going on, Nikolai will enjoy it
What the
too.
hell?
Wait a minute.
Oh, I know we will. I know we will. Get Nikolai and
It
Olga.
was Nikolai.
Nikolai. You know what they are doing? They're gonna sue district, and they're collecting a jury.
Oh, that idea, yes, I want to join if you're gonna do that.
Told you
We
so.
have a lot of passengers now.
I think that's
Olga,
it.
do a head count.
Is
Olga,
that
do a head
6?
count.
No, I can't count.
Right, don't count.
Oh,
Don't
Olga,
count,
don't count.
Mr. Monkey, and don't count Mr. Black, and then we'll see how many we've got.
1, 2, 3, 4,
1, 2, 3.
5,
4.
6.
6, perfect number.
Here we go, boys and gals.
Yep, 6.
Oh, it's got the
I mean,
turning circle of a bus.
it is a bus.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh,
It's a
Olga.
coach.
Yeah, it's a coach.
Olga.
Yes.
What's your preference? Are you a male or female? Or are you both?
Unidentified. Hold on.
Well, I'm not into you, so.
No, that's not what I'm asking. Because Tommy said guys and gals.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you a guy or a girl? Oh dear,
What
oh dear.
hell?
I
What
am
the?
a girl.
Those are
Hmm.
locals.
Oh.
Might just have to
Holy
go around them.
Jesus.
I do apologise, gentlemen. The locals
and
are
one
really crazy.
Lady,
And the lady, sorry.
one independent woman.
Sneezy, you know that's not smart to speak like that to Olga.
Hey, what?
Yeah, definitely.
I can't hear you.
Oops, what have I just run over?
Probably a
Don't worry
cat.
about it. That was like a dog
Rabbit.
or
I
something.
think.
Right then, so
I
we
mean-
need to find a courthouse.
Hmm.
The church.
The fire
One
station,
in
or
the
the
city.
church. The church.
Yeah, the church.
Yeah, why don't we just do the church? Oh, yeah. Who's this fella?
Hey,
Alright,
hey,
Mr.
hey.
Castle.
7 jurors it
What's up?
is.
You need some men?
7
What's
jurors
up,
it
man?
is.
Look how fast we get off. That's amazing. Oh my god, that's amazing. We'll get off really fast. The
How
hell?
are we gonna get the cops
Oh
down here?
shit.
Right then, can we just organise ourselves a moment? I'll just be 1 second while I get rid of this bus. Right then, can we have the jury please lined on the stairs over here? Each stepping down as we can, please. Monkey, can I have Mr. Black just here and
Surely.
Monkey by his side? And
You owe me
everybody,
$600, man.
if you can, kind of organise yourselves on the stairs. How many we got? 4 on the back row, 3 on the front row, please, gentlemen and lady. Thank you. Oh, here comes Bert Zombie.
Oh. Oh my
Beat the
god.
shit out of it.
Nobody can kill Bert Zombie.
That's probably gonna be
That-
there till he
that
comes
zombie's
back into
holy.
the city.
Alright, how are we
It's
gonna
pretty
get
ironic that
the
there's a
cops
zombie at the
down
church.
here?
Oh wait, different. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Firing squad.
Oh god damn it. My sunglass just fell off.
But they didn't. Mine did. I got attacked earlier. I mean, I think I'm the only one that here is prepared at the jury because I'm the only one wearing a suit at the jury.
That's absolutely fine.
I mean, we've got a hiker.
Yeah.
Now, what's the time limit for Mr. District to get here?
Well, this was just the request. We give him another 5 or 10 minutes, and if he doesn't turn up, then we
That's a warrant.
then we have to issue a formal warrant.
A warrant.
Oh, I think we've got a deputy.
US District Courts.
Is this the sergeant?
Yeah.
Hello, Sergeant Grey.
Doesn't district. Wrong deputy. Ain't him.
Yeah.
Can we please bring Deputy District down this way, please?
Get him down here, yeah.
Thank you.
Seamus, let me ask you, what is actually happening here, like, in details?
So, I can't... The trouble is, because this is a legal case, I can't really give explanations of the case until the other party is here and available.
By the way, Bert's back.
Oh, that's... It was.
Okay, then I have another question.
Yes, sir.
We had 8 jurors.
Will
Nikolai,
District... What the fuck is... Will District lose his job after this court?
I don't know if he'll lose his job, but I'm going to be pressing charges and wanting some compensation and to alter the way that he treats people in this city.
He'll be on probation for a week.
He does.
Okay.
We will be taking this further, though.
Yeah, I want him to lose his job.
I'll see what I can do.
I want him dead. I mean, I want him to lose his job too.
This might be the most perfect jury ever.
You know, these Russian boys, they're alright.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey Israel, how do you like Maximov
Yeah, it's
Castle?
5 minutes until a warrant's issued in the case.
What do I like?
Maximov Castle, you met him a couple of days ago.
He's stealing my clothes.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
steals
I heard
Nikolai
he
clothes.
disrespected you a bit, you know, about the clothes. But he told me he liked you, you know.
Oh, would you look at that?
This is a one in a time clothes, you know, it's Gucci, Ruski Gucci,
He
you know,
has
it's not for
until
everyone.
7:27.
You really shouldn't be tweeting out about this.
Ah, well, it's fine.
Oh,
don't worry
face,
about it. You
goddammit.
tweeted.
What the fuck? I'm not Danish, son.
Well, you sound it.
No, I'm not Danish.
You know, keep this on the
Oh, what are
down
you
low.
Dutch.
Making
I am
that
Dutch,
announcement like that
stupid.
is very damaging.
I mean, it's close, looking at welfare, but god damn it, I am Danish.
The fuck?
What the hell?
Oh, they're doing a demolition derby over there. What the fuck are they doing?
Wait, where?
Who's this guy?
Oh, over there. Oh.
You know what? I don't think they're gonna
User joined your
respond.
channel.
That's the vibe I'm getting. They don't take me
Sentinel. No.
He has
Still
4
stuck.
minutes until a warrant will
district
be
coming?
issued from the US
Hey.
District Courts.
Is district
A
coming?
warrant?
I don't
What will you do with
For his
that warrant?
arrest.
Mate,
I
we've
guess
built
so.
a jury and everything. We've got a full jury
Yeah,
here
he'll
and
be
everything.
arrested
We
and
need
be
him
brought
here.
before a judge.
Oh, you're doing a trial on that?
Oh yeah, definitely, mate. I've got like 8
Let's do the
jurors
thing
out
that
of
you
a city of
messaged me.
32. That's pretty much like
I want
most at
I want
population.
district hanged. Hang that motherfucker.
Hang him.
Oh,
What's
god
going
Hang
on
him
here,
to a
gentlemen?
tree. No,
Perform an
he's
ex-
strict.
Perform an execution.
Away with him. He's a witch. That's what they say, right?
Yeah.
What's
Hey, Nikolai,
what's happening?
Nikolai.
Do it like in the Middle Ages, like with the.
But yes.
What is happening? What's going on?
I'm just as confused as you, my friend.
Jewelry.
This is a jury, son. This is a jury. JJ. Swear to God, that guy's looking suspicious over there, man. What is it, a duffel bag and a mask on? The hell is he doing? What the f-
Rob, get out of here.
What the fuck?
Okay, Rob, go away. You're not
he's
allowed
Oh,
to
thank
get
you,
you.
thank you, Mr. Freddy. Thank you, thank you.
Pushes
Get out.
Get
Let me
out.
give you a
with you.
discount.
Shoo, you dog. Bad dog, get away.
That
There you
guy's
go, Mr. Freddy.
suspicious.
Hey, why did you give me money back?
Because I have a bit of money too much. I need that to be gone. Yeah.
Thanks,
See,
I
there's
guess.
discount on your services.
At the sheriff's office, that's way too
this,
full.
this,
For a jury of
this
7.
place is so nice. Like, it's perfect.
We have a jury of 7.
Oh, my
Don't
legs.
pay
I need to sit down.
Please move from here.
I need to sit down, man. I can't stand up for too long. See?
Well, if you have to squat and you can't stand for a long time, it means you're a pussy.
What
You're a
the-
little American pussy.
What the fuck? Hey,
Oh, Nikolai,
why
can
are
you
those
pass me that
guys
vodka?
taking
Up in
pictures?
about 30
No,
seconds.
no, no. Vodka is only for Russian men.
Why the fuck are they taking pictures of us?
Yeah, it's 30 seconds to appear here.
What? Give me my vodka back. But grab another one.
Oh. 7:27. Mr.
What now? Bird! Gonna be a character witness!
No, I'm trying, but I'm having problems.
No, I understand. Take your time.
Alright.
believe he's running out of time to get down here.
He has until 1/2 whatever hour it is. So he has 3 minutes. And then he would have had over 10 minutes.
Oh shit, what's
Who's
going
coming?
on down here? What the hell are you guys doing?
Whoever tells me who's coming, I'll give money.
We're waiting on a deputy, that's all.
Mr. O'Toole, is this man allowed to be taking photos of us?
Shit. Yes. As far as I know.
Is he? Oh, okay. He just looks a bit suspicious. He has a mask on and latex gloves.
A simple case is done in public. Anybody can witness it. It doesn't matter.
Sir, do you mind taking a picture?
Before I have to go.
Well, we need to hurry up.
I'll be late for my
Why is he? He's acting like a pussy like always. It every fucking time.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Nikolai,
Does not have the
smile.
balls to come here.
Nikolai,
Yeah.
See it to me.
smile. Smile, Nikolai.
There we go. If we give him a moment, he'll
Camera
come.
away,
He's
I'm gonna
coming.
shove it up in your little boy ass.
Get the way out of here, you dog. Dog, get out
You
of here.
shut up. I'm gonna
Shoo.
take you to
Please,
podcast
no,
and shove
please,
you in your
gentlemen, don't bring this to violence while we're organising this. Please don't. It'll look very, very bad on us. All we're trying to do... Sir, I mean...
I'll see you in court, Rob Ching.
Probably will. Let's move this motorcycle. This shit
Yeah.
is a little.
The second the court ends, I'm gonna shoot the fuck out of him.
Mr. O'Toole,
Oh,
can you
here
move
we
this
go.
motorcycle right here at the steps?
I can't, unfortunately, it won't let me. Right, Bert, can we have you over to this side of me, please? Monkey, can you step to his far right? And I'll keep my client to this side.
Too long. I have to.
Right, before
Morning,
then,
Sheriff.
just before you go, can you give your witness statement first, please? Jury,
Alright.
I'll just present to
Basically.
you. This is Mr. Monkey here. He was a witness to portion of the crimes that we're talking about today. If you listen to his statement very carefully, and then we'll hear the deputy side of things afterwards.
Alright.
Alright.
So basically,
Right,
we're at
what's
the
that?
tattoo shop over there. I was across the street in my vehicle, right? And then this deputy and another deputy pull off. This man enters the store late for his tattoo appointment. And they point guns at him. He gets anxious, pulls out a weapon. Doesn't use it. He doesn't use it. And they gun him down and injure the man. And then they leave him in cuffs for a long time, and that's all I witnessed. I saw him walking along these streets. They left him over there at the hospital.
In cuffs, is that
I
right,
have to
Mr.
go
Monkey?
now.
In cuffs?
Yeah.
They
in
left him.
cuffs. I offered him a lift, but he says he can't. The cops told him to walk. Alright, I have to go now.
Thank you
Same
very
with-
much, Mr. Monkey. Thank you for your testimony. Right then, Deputy, if you'd like to give your side of events, please.
First of all, when we see a man put out a weapon
Sorry,
and
sir.
immediate
Sorry,
threat of
sir.
death, we
Sorry, sir. Can you address the jury, not myself, at this present time? It is those ladies and gentlemen over there that you are trying to convince. They will decide the outcome of this.
Like I said, when someone pulls out a weapon, especially during a robbery and there is an immediate threat of death, we are trained to act with lethal force. Especially when someone pulls out a weapon and starts brandishing it at an officer. As soon as that gentleman brandished a weapon at an officer, my other deputy in the store who was clearing it, used his weapon and I do not need those type of alright. So like I said, we had the deputy inside with the tattoo shop who shot the gentleman who was aiming a gun at me right at my head, and I believe it was Mr. Black right there. All right. After that, we had EMS pick him up. We had him at the station. No, what happened? Yeah, we had EMS pick him up. I was waiting for him at the hospital. Then we had a gentleman with a weapon who was deported. we had a shootout down there. I wasn't able to tend to Mr. Black, who was hospitalized at the time. When the shootout was over, I was helped up. Mr. Black was he walked away as I wasn't able to tend to him because of the shootout that happened. I was obviously shot. All right, so Mr. Black walked away. He went to the police station. We let him go. After he was let go, we walked around back. We heard shots fired. We saw him with a gun. He was shooting my cruiser back there. We told him to put his hands up. He started running on foot. And after he ran on foot, we had him shot after he brandished another weapon towards us. At the end of this, it turns out that my deputy shot him twice in the liver and twice in the heart. He had some type of $6 million operation in the human labs, which got him back up, and now he would like to press charges for charges which I am not even made aware of.
Right. I mean, there's no charges being brought. I mean, the charges that we're here for, sir, is to seek some compensation for my client over here, as well as a formal apology from yourself, sir. You know, I did advise you we could have settled out of court. It's a shame that it's had to come to this, I am afraid, Deputy. So, thank you for your testimony. If you could step over here, just for one moment, just to the side there.
He's guilty.
So you're not involved in this
I'm
case,
sorry.
I'm afraid. It's right then.
I'm sorry. I know it doesn't happen. I know it doesn't happen very often, but I want to say something about District 2.
I mean, I could only take an impartial view from the jury, I'm afraid. So if we can just leave it to that, give your own views at the end when we come to the statements. That'd be fantastic, gentlemen. I assume the sergeant's popped in here to give a character statement for his client. Is that correct, there, Sergeant?
I didn't know what was going on here. I just got requested to come down here.
Yeah. This is the jury that we've formed out of the out of the many citizens in this town. We've got together a jury of 8. They will give us a formal decision on the way that they feel at the end of this case. So we've had at this moment Mr. Monkey's witness statement. We've had your deputy here. We've had his witness statement. We're going to move on next to Bert over here, who is a close friend of my client, and Bert will give his character statement of my client, if that's okay. Next, and then after that, Sergeant, if you'd like to give a character reference, that would be fantastic.
Bert, you got this.
So,
Jesus Christ, come on, man.
If you could go ahead and speak to the jury, please, Bert, about Mr. Black here.
Oh yeah, I've known Mr. Black for a short time, but he's been the best people I've ever met in this fair. He's like his father, and helping out. He's been keeping me out of trouble. And,
Objection.
All around, he's just a nice guy.
Objection.
What's your objection, sir?
What are you objecting for?
This has nothing to do with the entire gathering right now. Mr. Burt doesn't have any statement to testify against me.
Oh no, it's not a testify against
and
you.
I believe his statement may be also biased, as he is part of the same motorcycle club.
It's a witness. It's not a witness statement, sir. It's just a character.
He is not a witness of. He is not a witness of the incident.
No, sir. No, I'm getting him here to. That's not the point, sir. He's not here to give any witness at all. He's here to give some background on this gentleman.
Black is a great guy, and it's just like he was treated fairly.
Thank you very much, there. Thank you very much. Now, can we hear from my client on how he feels now being in close proximity to this deputy?
To be honest, being here today, surrounded by all you nice folk, I still am haunted by what happened to me that fateful day.
And what did happen, Mr. Black? What did happen? Start us from the beginning, Mr. Black.
Me and Mr. Billy Ram, we were going on a nice drive, right? I go over and say, hey, let's go walk down this nice road here. We go and walk down this road. Apparently, from what I understand afterwards, there was a robbery going down at the tattoo parlor. I had no part of that. I was just minding my own business, walking. All of a sudden, I have a weapon pointed in my face. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if somebody's
We got a
out to
robbery
get
to
me.
tend to. I gotta go.
Well.
Oh. Huh?
That's,
I think he's guilty.
we've heard his side of things so far, so that's absolutely fine. We can issue the correct statement afterwards. So if you'd like to go on, Mr. Black.
So, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to die. So I pull out my pistol to defend myself. I aim my pistol, however, I realize that was an officer. So I did not fire. I put my weapon down, but however, the officers not killed me, I'm sorry. They shot me multiple times in my
I agree with you. He doesn't have any right to just come in and shot you like that.
Can
you have the right
please,
to...
Please do me a favour, gentlemen. Keep your opinions to yourselves just until the court case is over. At that time,
He's
you
not even the part of the jury. He's not even the part of the jury. Who is
Are you
he?
not? Is he not part of the... No, he's not. Sir, can you
No,
please
he
leave?
isn't. He came in randomly.
Sir, can you please leave
Alright,
if,
so
if you're not
shut
part
up
of the
and let
jury?
me finish now.
Go ahead, Mr. Black.
Rob, get out of here.
So here we go though. So now I get handcuffed, right? And I'm already down on the ground, bleeding out, asking for help. They handcuffed me while I'm on the ground. Put a knee to my chest and handcuff me. EMS comes. They help me. However, nobody has the keys to the damn cuffs. Leave me handcuffed in hospital. They leave me handcuffed when I get released. I'm released. I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm gonna go walk down to the sheriff's department. It took me a very long time to walk to the sheriff's department from that hospital. I was so scared for my life, and it haunts me to this day. I thought I was gonna die by some of these hooligans right around here, and I couldn't even defend myself. Now, here's the worst part. As I get to the sheriff's department, I wait for a long, long time before they come and even try to assist me. When they get there, do you know what I'm greeted with? I'm not greeted with, I'm sorry, Mr. Black, we messed up. I'm greeted with, what the fuck are you doing here? And then 2 assault rifles pointed at my face. And I try to calmly explain the situation that, officers, you made a mistake. I'm still cuffed. Now, at that point, they threatened to take me out back, beat my ass. And I'm like, officers, what are you doing? Just let me talk to a supervisor. This is inappropriate. Now, this is what they say to me when I say that I want to speak to a supervisor. They said, how would you like us shoving these batons up your... Is it okay if I say it?
Yes, please say exactly what the deputy said to you, Mr. Black. Please express every little detail. No matter how painful I am, sorry about this, sir, but the jury does need to know every little detail.
They said, Mr. Black, how would you like if we shove these 2 batons so far up your ass, encased in plastic?
That'd feel good.
And then I said, oh my god, officers, I don't know what made it come to this. I'm just asking, you know, for some kind of correction. I'm asking for some type of compensation because I was in a lot of pain. I was in a lot of suffering. And I'm greeted with hate. I'm greeted with rage. And that is not right. Things need to change in that department.
And how have you been since the incident, Mr. Black?
Well, I'm getting night terrors every night. Unfortunately, I've been wet in the bed. You know, because I'm terrified of what those officers could have done to me. And sometimes I even kick my dog out of fright because I'm scared it associates me with those police dogs that they have. Freaks me out.
Well, what the?
I'm sorry that's happened, sir. I really am sorry. So, if you'd like to step back over into the stand just over here, sir. One moment. Right then. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, as I see it, there's only one way this court case can go. I believe my client's been deeply, deeply aggrieved by this deputy over here. Now, I did try taking this as a settlement earlier on, and I did ask for $10,000 from that deputy. Not only did I ask for $10,000, for I believe an apology to my client was surely welcomed. The deputy over here, he did kind of give a small apology. However, it wasn't very heartfelt in my opinion. I mean, I shall leave it up to you, the ladies and gentlemen of the jury, to decide the next fate. If you could please go around the corner there and please convene together and come back with some kind of testimony for me, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Go. Oh shit.
L.
Can I go over here and smoke a cigarette?
We are outdoors, Mr. Black, and it would put you at a little bit better stance against the people that you do feel so aggrieved around at the moment, sir. If you cannot, please, Deputy, if you don't interfere with the jury at this time.
Can I have you something?
Oh.
Bert, could you come over here real quick?
Shit. Where am I?
Get out of here, homeless piece of shit. God damn it.
Right, the jury's meeting around the corner. The jury's all around the corner.
Alright,
Hang in there, Samuel. Everything's going.
Thank you.
I know, buddy.
Can you, Deputy, can you please not, step too near my client? He is a little worried around you at the moment.
Well, I don't know what I can do about it. That is not my problem.
Well, I'm hoping the scenario they come back with is not just the compensation claim, sir, but I'm also hoping they come back with a restraining order, which means you won't be allowed within 500 meters of my client.
See, I know if you're going to get a restraining order, there has to be some kind of charge or some kind of crime which could approve of it. And as far as I'm aware, there isn't one.
There is a case for compensation, though, so you've got to agree with that. Depending on what
there is no footage, there is no evidence, unless you guys are able to present evidence. I am not going to pay anything.
It is all on the jury. It is all on the jury, I'm afraid. Now, you have took this to legal court, and this is the jury that has been formed, sir. So surely you have to go along with that.
There isn't even a goddamn judge.
The jury's doing the judging, sir. They're deciding upon your fate.
There has to be a judge and a jury.
Bastard, why don't you just admit you did something wrong?
What did I do wrong?
Yeah, you're always pushing it.
What did I do wrong, Bert? I want to hear all about it.
I mean, trying to insert, or threatening to insert a baton, or two batons, up my client's anus is not a very nice thing, sir. Can you imagine how that would make you feel?
Why would you do that?
I wonder if you guys can find evidence that should prove that. I wonder.
Well, it's a funny thing, Deputy, that you always refer to CCTV footage, but yet you're not allowing us to see yours.
Oh, wow, CCTV footage doesn't even have audio recording.
All right,
it's
sir.
video.
It's coincidental, that isn't it, sir? Very coincidental.
Oh no, it's always been like that. Our cameras are cheap.
Right, sir. Is that on purpose?
Yeah, we don't even have trucks.
Is that on purpose so that you can't hear the threats that you deputies make?
I'd suggest you speak to the chief about that.
Right, I'll see if the jury's convened.
Alright.
Fucking job.
How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen?
Take an impact.
Everything's okay, everything's okay. We're discussing.
Okay.
If we jail him, that will take an impact on his job.
No.
Dude.
What in the holy hell?
Yes.
Do you really put up to a court meeting in a goddamn liberator? Oh, come on.
Sorry, I didn't know you guys were doing anything here, my man. I was cutting through to go grab.
I just hope justice is served.
Yeah, yeah. Hope.
Just against what? What is it that I've done so goddamn wrong?
Please don't speak to me, sir.
Yeah, you can't stop me from doing that. It's freedom of speech.
Ah, it looks like the jury's convened.
Go, here we go. Good luck, Samuel.
I'm Seamus, as I am the leader of the jury. I can announce our decision.
Excellent. So it's all been decided that you're the foreman of the jury, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent.
It was Lucian, but he made a bad mistake.
No
Wait, I was
problem.
not a leader.
Right then, as foreman, can you please give me your verdicts, please?
Yeah, we discussed quite a bit of time, but at the end of the whole discussion, we all agreed that the most guilty man in this situation is, of course, district. And by our decision, we thought that the most fair punishment for him would be to lose his job, but because not only he shot a man who didn't do any crimes, he left the man. Shush, man. He left the man to suffer in handcuffs. He didn't offer him
I don't
any
think
medical.
you understand. I don't think you understand what happened to me handcuffs because I was down on the floor after being in a shootout, sir.
Please, why are you interrupting me? Now, there's
Because you guys have
another.
no common sense.
Deputy,
Okay,
can you please let the
another.
foreman speak?
Okay, that shows another quality of yours that are really disrespectful, and I think officers shouldn't be really disrespectful. They should be respectful. So that is another mistake by your side, and he's just shows that he's a huge bully who hunts for power, and that's why he should lose his job as punishment. Thank you.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm not looking. We can't really take a deputy away from the city, but I would settle for a monetary compensationary value that wouldn't be too
How about
ridiculous.
Okay,
Wait, how about this?
No. Let Israel do the talk, man.
Okay, another decision we made. No, okay, I'm not gonna tell the other decision. Yeah. So okay.
Do you have
Okay.
a monetary decision? How about a monetary on his suffering pain?
Yeah, it was something sort of that. So can you get this man's this man's supervisor, and we can sort it out with him?
I believe
think he's
they are a little bit busy at the moment, so it would have to be dealt with this deputy here.
Because this deputy supervisor should know what crime he just did.
What crime did I commit, sir? Tell me.
Sorry,
Because right now, you guys have no crime. You have no. You guys have no people
wrong
go against me.
word. Sorry, I
You have
said
no
the
people
wrong
go
word.
against me. No crime.
I
But you have
said
committed.
the wrong word. I said the wrong word. Chill your fucking ass.
All right. Well, in lieu of job or anything like that again, do you guys have like any kind of monetary compensation for Samuel here?
I think the money expense wouldn't do anything. He wouldn't learn of that. He would just pay the money and kept on bullying other people.
I'll be honest, we were only looking at apology and a compensatory thing. I'll be honest with you, gentlemen. That's all we're looking at.
Yeah.
I thought this was America.
It is,
You
sir.
guys can't force me to give you money unless you guys have any charges against me which can prove me
We
to pay
do,
you
sir.
guys.
We have a PC 422 against you. You were making criminal threats to my client.
And can you prove that with any evidence?
Bring up a point? The monkey can
He did provide a very emotional statement to the jury.
And we have a jury that have all
Listen.
convicted you
We
against
have a
that, sir,
very
but we are willing to
independent
settle
jury.
without a criminal record here and just do a compensatory claim for my client. We've explained this to you.
Well, in the court of law, there has to be evidence which can prove my guilt.
Yeah,
There is evidence.
I think how much
We
you,
have
I
a-
think how much you're jumping like on. I will use another expression, jumping on lava. I think it shows a very much like proof how guilty you are, because you keep on jumping. Oh, you have no done no crimes. It proves a lot that you're guilty.
The thing is, like I say,
You can't prove me guilty without any evidence of criminal threats, and you guys
Right.
have none problem.
We have
One
evidence.
statement.
I'm afraid, sir. I'm afraid, sir, the thing with this is, now that burden of proof on proving from the jury of you being the guilty party, that burden of proof is on you to prove your innocence.
You know what
sir.
I'm gonna do? I could, when I tell sentence this man for attempted murder right now.
On charges that he's already been... You can't just make up fresh charges, deputy.
And then you would have a
Well,
riot.
no,
on
they're
your
not fresh
hands
charges.
if
He
you
was
tried to
released
touch
from the
me right
hospital
now.
after he was pronounced dead. He was released from the hospital after he was pronounced dead, and he's still alive. I could have booked him in for PC 148 attempted after he started shooting at me.
Wait, can I bring up a point? Can
PC
I?
148
am I allowed to bring up a
attempted,
point?
sir, is
Well, perhaps
obstruction,
shut
and
up
that's
then.
12 months. He spent a lot
No, I
more
said
time
PC
in cuff.
187.
No, you said 148, trust me. Trust me, sir.
Seamus,
So,
could I?
I mean, the jury's done, thank you very much. It looks...
User disconnected from your channel.
Yep, jury provide.
We've got the statements.
Yeah.
He's proven guilty, but you know the man doesn't seem to want to testify. He doesn't want
Well,
to
you can't
comply
prove me
with the
guilty
jury.
without evidence,
I mean,
sir.
I
Right,
want
The
to
jury
I
is-
said jail sentences
$50,000.
deemed necessary.
The jury
wait,
is enough
wait,
to deem the
wait.
decision, sir. The jury, on listening to both sides of this story, has deemed you to be the guilty party, sir. The jury that we
You
formed.
see, it's only a
The
story.
jury decided a new punishment. I think, like not the punishment, but okay.
mean-
If he can't officially lose his job after like doing this stuff,
What
as
stuff?
jury,
Tell me what stuff.
can you stop? Can you calm your titties for a second? Okay, chill.
You see, I see no crimes being committed in him having walked to the station after he nearly shot me, then shooting me, then vandalizing my vehicle, then running away from me.
You saw him with a
Can
gun,
you
and
calm
you
your
saw.
titties? Okay.
You saw him with a gun, and you saw that someone had shot your vehicle, and you put 2 and 2 together and made 5. You don't know for 100% certainty that it was my client that shot your car. You never witnessed the shooting. You said so yourself. You heard
And
shots.
upon telling him to put his hands up and drop the weapon, he
Stop
started
it,
running
stop it.
away, and when he ran away, he started shooting at me.
Because you
Because
were
of what you
brandishing
put
a firearm
earlier.
to him. And you were threatening
Because he
to
had a
put...
firearm out.
Oh,
He
shit.
got-
Oh shit, sorry.
He
Sir,
was the only one on scene at the station when the shooting happened. When the shots happened, he was the only one there, and he had a gun in his hand.
I mean, if you do not want to comply with the legal wishes of the jury, sir, I'm afraid, you know, the next steps aren't as nice as the compensation
Well, you
that
see,
we're
if his
claiming
wishes
here.
are not supported by evidence which can prove him with his wishes. See, if this is all he said, she said, and there is no evidence which can
I
prove
do have an
me guilty.
objection. I have an
Real quick,
objection.
can I say one thing real quick?
Seeing that, there we go.
Okay, wait
Okay,
a
let me
minute.
say one thing.
No,
Go ahead,
wait,
Mr.
wait.
Let Mr.
Mr.
Black
Officer.
speak. Let Mr. Black speak.
No, okay.
Okay, so Mr. Officer, you claim that we have to provide evidence. What kind of evidence do you ever provide when you arresting us?
Oh.
What kind of
It's
tangible
all on my dash cam.
evidence do you
I'm
ever
not gonna.
bring to
Oh,
us?
that is
What happened
that
to
is a
dash cam
strong
for us
point.
then?
What, would you
So
like
you
me?
bring
Would you like me to
evidence
bring you
all the time?
evidence? Would you like me to bring you evidence of my body cam of you trying to shoot me, and
I want
actually
you to bring
shooting at me?
evidence
Yeah.
of you fucking insulting me, threatening to beat me with batons, threatening to shove them up my ass.
You see, I can't bring what evidence because the cameras at the PD only record video.
But what about the one that you've
See
just
you pointing
said?
weapons at me when I was cuffed.
What about the It obviously saves it
Yeah.
somewhere. Where does it save it? Where does it save the
What do you
footage?
mean?
Damn, it's many people there.
What footage?
The one from your
Oh
body
my
cam.
God.
Obviously, it saves it.
I have an objection.
wait
How are
a
you going to
second.
review it?
No,
No,
wait,
no, no,
monkey,
no,
wait.
no,
No. He just said something stupid. You said that there is no voice recording at the PD, right?
Not inside, nope.
You were not here when we were talking about how you wanted to shove a baton up his ears at the PD.
Can I have an
Well,
objection?
no, it doesn't record audio, so there's no way it can prove me saying that.
You were not
But-
here when we were talking
Yeah,
about
but you were not here when he was telling. Wait, yeah,
So
Nikolai,
how
you
do you
were
know
not.
about it?
Yeah, Nikolai, you were not here when Mr. Black told the story about it.
Mr. Israel, would you mind lowering your voice a bit? Very,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
very loud.
Right.
Yes.
Point is,
Right, so, I mean, the compensation that we discussed earlier, I'm still happy to
provide a
accept.
story and Mr. Cyril.
No, the jury
We
wants.
made
the
like a
ju-
judgment based
what
on
the
those
jury
stories.
wants is to.
Didn't my
district-
officer, didn't Officer Diesel give you some type of compensation out of station to make you leave after you refused to do
That
so?
wasn't compensation, sir. He gave me $1. I take that as an insult, sir.
Oh.
Is where I
Well,
take
that's
that
clearly
as.
that's clearly already
I
for
have
you
an
reserve.
objection.
Right, sir. No,
Objection.
not at all, sir. Not in the slightest. Do you think I'd have brought all this together? Do you think I'd have gone around, hired a bus from the hire company and brought all this jury, the character statements, the witness testimony? I brought it all together, sir, to speak to you about
The
it.
problem is the jury is biased, and there's no way you can prove it.
Find me an
The
unbiased.
sheriffs are the only people that can pass judgment.
Unless you find any unbiased evidence, you guys
How do
have
we know
nothing
that you
against
aren't
me.
unbiased? How do we know that the sheriffs aren't unbiased when they arrest us?
But we're not biased.
Watchmen. Who watches the Watchmen?
I mean, if you're not willing to
That
take
would
a
be
jury's
that's a great
say-so on being, unanimous in their decision, I honestly, you are a man that says you'll uphold the laws and rules, and yet you're turning down the decision exactly of one that the jury made, sir. I can't
That decision is
understand.
not supported by anything. And if you guys can get me an official decision from the actual jury and not a bunch of people
Yes.
who don't even have a job, then I'm more than happy to do that.
What do you think juries are
Don't
made
have a
of?
job.
Objection.
Wait.
Objection.
So he's now insulting us. Listen,
Not
I
having
can
a job,
guarantee.
what the hell?
Wait a minute, shut up. I can guarantee that everyone over here could tell that Mr. District always
Right, do
when
you
there's
guys
a
have
crime
any
scene.
papers that prove you're an official jury?
Shut up, okay? Can you please shut up for a moment and other people talk? You're so annoying. Every time other people talk, you have to burst out with your titties, okay? Everyone around here can confirm that this man over here, every time something happens, he bursts out his automatic rifle. When it's no real reason to burst it out.
What? Alright. Can I see something?
Yeah.
Right. When
What?
there's a robbery going on, I will take out my goddamn AR-15
I'm
out of
not-
my vehicle and I will
wait.
aim it at the people
Calm
who are
your tits.
involved and on
Calm
the
your
scene
tits.
and I'll tell them
Calm
to turn
your
around and
tits.
put their hands up. Cause
Come
that
on,
is,
I'm not talking. I'm not talking about
Mr.
robberies.
Israel, let him speak.
I'm not talking about every robbery.
Cause that is department policy. I have to get my big guns out when I arrive at a robbery.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about robberies. I'm talking about every single pullover. Every time I pass by you pulling over someone or just me, I see you pulling out an automatic rifle. Every
Excuse me,
single
can
time.
you prove it?
I think it happened to all of us over here.
Yeah, I
Raise your
think.
hands if
Yeah,
you've had
if.
an automatic rifle waved at you.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Shit, I
Can
found
you
it.
That's enough
please
proof, isn't it?
stop? Right. So, I mean, are we literally not willing to do anything about the case brought against you then, Deputy?
I'm offering
These
to,
guys,
I'm
I
offering
don't
to put
believe
him
these
in
guys
jail.
are. I don't believe these guys are unbiased. I believe these gentlemen have some kind of
Right, so
relation with
I'd
Mr. Black.
I'd formed a jury of 7
Or
people.
have a bad
right?
relationship with me.
I formed a jury of 7 people. There is
Yes, you have, but
only...
the jury was only formed by you. The jury was not formed by the people. I
took
have no
the-
say in
I
who's
took
the
the
jury.
first 7
That is
people I
biased.
saw. I took the first 7
The
people I
jury
saw.
is the people.
The jury. You're dead right, Mr. Castle. The jury is
And
the
all
people.
of these people, apart from one, I know.
That should mean they're also on your side, sir. But they were, you know.
No, they're not on my side, because all of these people have been involved in a police activity, which probably means they've done something wrong.
Try and find somebody. No, sir. I'm pretty sure that if you search most of the people here, they will have no records, sir. What you're talking about is their brothers, sisters, cousins, and stuff that were in town before them. These are all impartial
And you
citizens,
see,
sir.
they take their brothers and sisters' considerations into their own hands. What the brothers and sisters say, that's what they think.
Right, so
I think it says.
User joined your channel.
I think it says a lot about you if every single man around here doesn't like you as an officer.
I do
I
like
think
him.
it says a lot
I like
about
him.
your
Nobody cares, you're not
I
even
forgot.
allowed to be. Go away, shoot.
I forgot the word.
Exactly, this is what I
about your
mean, this biased
character.
behavior.
This man is not even allowed to be here. Just keeps interrupting.
It's public
everything.
property.
Right then.
Yeah, get over here.
I'm sorry, Mr. Black. We've tried doing everything the correct way, shall I say? I'm afraid I'm exhausted with all opportunities that I can provide at this time. The legal process has been fully adhered. We did gain a jury.
Mr. Black, if you really want a goddamn compensation of $10,000, you can get one. I really do not care.
And an apologize.
This saves so much time.
And an apology.
I never said I didn't care. I never said I
And he
didn't care.
doesn't even-
I find
And he
this
doesn't
whole
even
bias.
care
That's the
about the
reason
thing
why I'm
he
disputing
done.
this.
Wow. Wow.
And I am not paying it. I'm gonna make it very clear. I am not paying this money to him from your accord. I am paying this money to him from my accord.
Wait. Mr. O'Toole.
Yes,
The
sir.
cop's
Didn't
innocent.
he say earlier that Mr. Black was had a gun out in public after he heard gunshots? That's correct, isn't it?
After he heard gunshots
I
to
believe-
defend himself, yes, sir, that would be
Yes.
correct.
Yes, I believe Mr.
But
Black
no,
also
no,
said that
we've
it was
settled, sir. We've
a
settled
pistol.
now. It's all done. We've
Yeah,
all settled.
Testimony's over now. Testimony's over.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Now, this jury has done literally nothing, and I'm gonna pay Mr. Black for my own accord. Alright, I'm gonna pay him, $9,998 as my other deputy gave Mr. Seamus $1 and Mr. Black $1. So I'm gonna pay Mr. Black $9,998.
That's absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
And do I get that
The district-
apology?
And this is from my own accord.
No problem, sir. And that
This-
apology?
I already apologized to him down at the station.
Can we have a
Just
more
to get him out of
heartfelt
my
one,
sight.
please, Deputy? A sincere apology.
I can't do that. I can't do that. You have yourselves a good day.
Thank you, Deputy.
Come here. Come, Trevor.
The system has failed.
District, I need to tell you
Come
something.
here. Come.
Right, Mr. Black.
I am beyond furious.
Boy.
It wasn't even about the money.
It was more about the
admitting that they did
apology.
something wrong.
Yeah.
But they couldn't even man up and do that.
Has anybody got a four-door vehicle? I seem to only have sports cars. You know, the
Yes,
money
I
goes
do.
to my head.
Wow.
Bad lawyer.
Bad lawyer. Tool. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. Can you drive?
I can indeed, sir.
Now, here's the thing. I thought sheriffs were appointed by the county they represent, by the people.
That's correct.
And the people clearly don't want that man in power, am I right?
It does actually sound that way, doesn't it?
I mean, am I or am I not wrong in the statement that none of the people that were there would represent at least half of the community?